What is self-love and how do I love myself more? We'll discuss that. Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, this is like a growing channel. I started a few months ago. I was pretty busy because of school, finals, and all that stuff. Finally done. Girl is graduated. Am graduated my associate's degree, and then now I'm transferring to a university. I was in community college. Anybody who hates on community college can literally get the same education, literally not even half the price. Well, anyways, above that, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. I've been not active for the last couple months. I promise you more content's gonna be coming out, new people on here. Today's just gonna be a little recap of my old skincare routine video. I just wanted to give an update on that, and I also want to talk about self-love, and because I think those two intertwine together, self-love and skincare. Tips and tricks. Anyways, yes, subscribe, like, comment down below any new content you want me to put out there. This is a new scenery. Let me know how you like it. I think I'm liking it more, TBH. Like, I like this lighting. It's that natural lighting. Yeah. It's just the corner of my room. Just let me know how you like it. Not much of my skincare has changed, but the way I've used my skincare has changed. It's not really different. It's just I do some stuff differently at night. Everything else is normal from last video as far as like the teas, hydration, the vitamins I was taking. So every of that stuff is the same. If you want to go watch that video, I think you should watch that video first, because I also mentioned some of the products that I think were really overhyped that I bought and did not like within like 2 weeks, a month of using, and I thought were not worth your money. I kind of went into more depth, so definitely go check that one out. So let's just get started. Alright, so right now I'm just going to go by what I do first, then after, like my steps. First, I think we should do night, because then it'll explain more in the morning. I always oil cleanse. I use the Centella, Madagascar Centella Light Cleansing Oil. It never made me break out. If I have a lot of makeup on, I will use like a micellar water and cotton pads and take off my makeup first, so then I can do this, because also gua sha with it. Ta-da! I got this one on Amazon. Everything that I'm going to be using today, or not using but showing you today, I will have it in the description below, so take a look at that to know where I get everything from. It really has changed the look of my face. Like, a lot of people mentioned my cheekbones, and so this has really helped just snatch my face up. So this, you want to have clean hands, a clean face, and you want to massage it in for, I do it around a minute, and then that's when I use my gua sha. After that, I wet my hands with like warmish water and massage it in with a little bit of water. So you're emulsifying it for around a minute, and then you get more warm water and then wash it off. Following after you finish washing it off, I use the Anua Pore Deep Cleansing Foam. All of the things I have you can get on Amazon. Everything. This one is really, really nice. It leaves my face feeling so fresh and like clean. Like this one and this one is like literally my favorite combo. If I have a lot of breakouts, like, you know, newish breakouts, I like to use the TeaTree toner pads. It comes in pads. You can either grab one and then just kind of rub it all over your face, or what I like to do when I have acne, like when I have breakouts like in certain patches, I like to just place one on and just leave it there for around like a minute or so, and then after it I just kind of like put it in the rest of my face. Now, want to have your face kind of a little bit wet to then put your snail mucin serum on. Every product that I have, I always like kind of tap it in. Rubbing it, it's just like you're rubbing it off. So I definitely like to pat it in until it's soaked into my face, and then just let it, every step I do, I try to let it like 30 seconds to a minute or more, depending how thick it is and how quickly it kind of, I feel like it's absorbed to my face before I add the next product, so I'm not just slathering everything on and my face isn't like, it's like, what am I doing here, you know? Afterwards, I use my Anua. It's ran out. I need to get a new one, but I use the Anua Niacinamide 10% plus TXA 4%. This one I love, again, Amazon. I put that on my fingertips and then I kind of smooth it out before tapping it in just so it's equally distributed around my face, and then I pat it in. And I will put my hyaluronic acid intensive cream. It leaves my face super shiny, glowy, so I love it. Most of the time, my eye bags have been getting lighter with the niacinamide. I like to put it underwards, or I will use the Beauty by Joseon under the eyes, or just get more sleep. That's just me though. To leave 3 days for me to use the AHBHA and PHA Miracle Toner, because I learned that this one is it's more harsh on your skin. Change this to 3 days out of the week instead of all 7. Following these 3 days, when I do use this toner instead of the TeaTree pad toner, after I applied the same products, my moisturizer has set in and I let it dry, soak into my skin, I will use the Cicaplast Balm 5 by La Roche-Posay. I was skeptical while using this one just because I heard that it does clog your pores more. Therefore, I only use it 2 to 3 times. Great, especially when you have a new acne and it's red. Put it on the night before, like in the morning, it's not red. And I believe this low-key kind of works better than niacinamide for dark spots. But that's just my theory. But again, I don't use it all the time because it does clog your pores. It is a thicker cream. So this one would be my last step for those days that I do it. If not, I just end up using this one for the other 4 days of the week. One takeaway from all of this that you have to keep in mind is that I like to do my skincare at least an hour or two if I can, or at least an hour before I go to bed, so everything is absorbed onto my face and not slathered around my pillowcase, because then what's the point? You wash your pillowcases. And I use silk pillowcases. It's good for your hair and for your face. Amazon as well. Moving on to morning. So morning, I do not wash my face in the morning anymore. It's not gross. Trust me, it has helped my skin so much. And with the TeaTree toner pad, and then after that, snail mason serum, niacinamide, moisturizer, and then my favorite sunscreen of all, the Centella. I love Centella. Like, I think Centella is great. Using their toner, it's just I'm trying to kind of fit in where I want to, especially since different days I'm using different toners. So this one has been really good to my face. I've used it like 5 or 6 times, and it didn't make me break out or leave me any redness or irritation, so I really like it. It has SPF 50. It's really light on the skin. I love it. I don't like when a sunscreen is too thick. I think that's made me break out. So this one has never made me break out. And on top of my makeup, it's been great with my makeup. A combination. Love it. So that's everything I do for my skincare. Just an updated skincare routine. But as far as that, I wanted to now hit subject on self-love. And it's difficult. There's not like, I wish there was a one answer of like how to self-love, like how to love yourself more, but there's not. Everyone has a different meaning to self-love. For example, like my meaning self-love is just being at peace with myself. I think the first thing that we have to understand is vulnerability is key. You have to be vulnerable with yourself and you have to be true to yourself. I mean, asking yourself questions, like if you just got out of a breakup. A lot of times we like to blame the other person, but I think self-love is self-growth. And you should really question, was it entirely their fault or did I have faults too? And what are those faults? How do I fix them so the next person, and not just for the next person, but for me, myself, I can be in a happier relationship next time, and I can kind of see in the next person if I have to avoid this, avoid that, or what to look for. Everything. I believe self-love is key to being in a loving, fulfilling relationship. You know how to love yourself, then your standard will go from here to here in love, and you will recognize what is bad for you, and if they're not respecting you as a mutual, as a partner, as a friend, as whomever, you will know those key differences between that. And that doesn't go just for relationships, intimate relationships, that also goes for your friendships, relationships with their family. Just because they are blood does not mean that they have the best of interest for you. I believe that 100%. There is a lot of family members that do not have the best interest for you. I don't think that you should always be stepping on glass and towing around everything, but just be protective of yourself. Being understanding of your wrongs. It's important. Sometimes we don't want to accept when we're wrong, but most of the times we are wrong in most occasions. I think that social media kind of puts self-love, and it shows in one video like how to self-love, and it's them running, jogging, swimming, beach, journaling, letting balloons go with like messages on them, breaking glasses. Like, this kind of puts this image of that is exactly what you have to do, and if you do those steps, then you will be able to love yourself and you will reach your full potential, when that's not the case here. I'm not a runner. If I try running, maybe I'm gonna hate it, love it, but then I'm just gonna, if I do hate it, I'm gonna feel frustrated, because another thing that someone else said that does help them love themselves more, it has not worked for me, so now I'm just stuck. Never an expectation to things. I think that's important. In order to be at peace with something, don't expect anything. Setting standards and expecting something is way different things. Expecting how things are gonna go, it just kind of sets you up for failure in a sense. Like, if I'm expecting, you know, A, B, and C to happen, and if B doesn't happen, then my day is ruined now. So definitely go into things with no expectations. So therefore you can't really disappoint yourself, and you see things in a lighter perspective rather than just seeing things as a harsh reality. You can't really be upset if you don't have an expectation, if that makes sense. I'm trying to put this in the right words because it's just a bunch of thoughts scrambling in my head. Understanding you're wrong sometimes allows you to fix it. It's good to be vulnerable. That way you're not pushing everything to the side, and then one day you sit there in your room with no friends around you and you're just sitting with your thoughts, and it all just kind of crashes down, and you're just like, what have I done here? So far back, and you're disappointed in yourself, and you're feeling guilty, and it's just a bunch of damage. So I think it's really important with anything, sit with it, because it's painful, and a lot of painful things we don't want to experience, but it's the truth of self-love is amazing. When you love yourself, it's like, I can't break up with myself. You know, I'm gonna marry myself, you know, you're gonna be with yourself your entire life. So why not love yourself to the full potential that you can love yourself to? I'm not saying if you do everything in my video that I'm saying, you're just gonna love yourself. Also, take everything with a grain of salt. Take it as you go, because you are battling other things that I'm not, and I'm battling things that you're not. Your partner's battling things that you're not. It's just take everything as you please, fix it to your own, you know, understanding, and apply it to your life. You can't do wrong when it comes to learning how to love yourself. Never be hard on yourself, because we're all living lives for the first time. Even though you've been here on this planet 20 years, 10 years, 30, 50, 60, it doesn't matter, because it's all, every day we're experiencing it. We're experiencing it for the first time in history for us. Yesterday was such a different day from today. I didn't know what was going to happen yesterday, and today everything was new to me. You might be doing the same stuff sometimes, but it's a different version. You might feel different than you feel yesterday. Your mood changes. There's a lot going on. Do not be hard on yourself. Things change. Feelings change. Everything is changing constantly. Self-love is a tricky concept. I should really have a podcast, but like, definitely soak it in. A day in your week where you write everything down and you make notes, you highlight things, you know, you just kind of have to look at everything and be like, did I like that? I didn't like that. So how can I change that? How can I make that better? Implicating different things in your life, changing your routine, so you're just kind of surprised sometimes. You're not just feeling like you're living the same life you are living every day. The thing that is important to me is waking up in the morning and not going on my phone. And when your morning starts off bad, it's like a rolling stone going downhill. It just keeps getting bigger. It's like a snowball going down, you know, a mountain. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So at the end of the day, you just have so much tension that you're just like, I need to just sleep. I have my mirror right here. So I just kind of like to roll over, sit up, and just say, I love you. Or just say something that, you know, will fulfill you in that moment. Like, what do you need to hear right now? Say it to yourself. If you need to hear, you know, you're beautiful, look at yourself and tell you you're beautiful. You know, once you start believing something, it starts being the center of your life and it starts happening. You literally speak into existence what you want to happen. But being bad about yourself is just, it's a mental game, and you will start feeling it. It will start appearing. You know, it's just like, be like, this is not going to go, this acne is not going to go away, being so frustrated with it, and it's just never going to go. You're going to keep picking at your skin, you're going to do this, you're going to do that, when the answer is so simple, but you're overdoing it. So at this point, what like little acne pop-up was going to take 3 days to go away, now it's going to take 3 weeks or a month or etc. You know, there's just, and that goes with everything in life. Just try to enjoy every second of your life. Doing it one day and then doing the next day, the next and the next and the next, it creates a habit. And now you don't need to look up in the morning and look at your phone first thing. Your body's going to need to now look in the mirror, or it's going to need to do some yoga in the morning to feel good, to stretch. It's going to need to take a jog. It's going to need, you know, just doing little things. And I'm not saying change your life drastically, because it's going to become too much and you're going to give up before you even started. Do little things by little days. Like maybe change this one day and then change that the next day and then do that the next day. You have your whole entire life. So just take it day by day, second by second, minute by minute, hour by hour. Just take your time. You're not on a time limit. De-stress yourself. Do things that you love. Ever, you know, it's not going to come easy. It's not something that you wake up and the next morning you're like, I love myself so much today. Like, no. Please, like, someone is lying to you, and don't buy someone's course that's telling you like, oh, take my course for 30 days and you will love yourself by the end of it. That is completely crap. Feel like you haven't reached your potential, don't be hard on yourself. Take a step back and figure out, okay, if I haven't been there, then what are the steps to get there? This light is bothering me. I don't really like that. Okay, whatever, well, the light's bothering me, but we're just gonna deal with it. I think that's so important. Don't give up on something because it was hard. Nothing is easy when it comes to anything, especially self-love. Like, please, like, I think we would all be such a peaceful planet right now if we all just knew how to embrace ourselves in order to embrace each other. Change your mindset. Try to switch your mindset to these things where you're just gonna feel, holy crap, this is my world and I'm the one living in it. Everyone's living in my world. Like, this is my world. What can I do to make my world better? Because if I'm here, I'm gonna make it a good time. If I'm living, I'm gonna make it the best time. Why do I want to live another day where I'm hating myself? Like, come on. Start implicating things into your life where you will like yourself more, where then you will start to love yourself more. Don't disappoint yourself, and don't regret anything. Don't live life regretful. There are some things that I used to regret that I did, but like, I did it. So what? Now what can I do that will not redo that again? Like, I didn't like the way that felt. I'm not going to do it again. Be cautious. Be protective. Don't have your guard up, but also don't let that ruin good relationships that are going to come into your life. Just understand everything and take it in. Be vulnerable. Be understanding. Don't be too harsh. And love. Love, experience. Do all these things that make you feel good. Time goes by so fast. It was never that serious. I hope that this video helped, you know, let your shoulders come down, feel a little sense of relief. You know, it's life. And even the people that have their life put together the most on social media are probably the ones that have it the most crazy. So never take anything so serious on social media. There's a lot of editing that goes on. It's not real. It's not real. Your life is real and what you're experiencing now is real. Don't compare yourself to other people because everyone is on a different path. Just take notes. If you want to become what this person is doing, take notes, but do not compare yourself. That is setting you up for failure. Don't compare yourself to anybody. Just ask what you can do better, ask how you can feel better to yourself, write it down, speak it out, do these things that implicate these new things into your life and kind of see how you're feeling with them. But yeah, if you want me to talk about a topic that, you know, express my opinions, expressions, whatever, let me know down below and I will make my next video on it. And let me know how you like this setting. I think I really like it, but I don't know. Let me know if you like this setting more than my bathroom setting. This is probably one of my favorites, but this is like I have to do it in midday so the lighting is good. So yeah, let me know any questions, any concerns. Comment down below anything you want to know, anything you want to see next video. Subscribe, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Love you guys. Have a beautiful day. Have a blessed day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.